This is who we're inviting into the Witches' Coven from Ladies of London, and this is who we're hexing for entertainment purposes only. We have to start with Emma because we're going to kick all the tourists out of Longleat, and we're actually going to move the Witches' Coven into Longleat, keep all the animals, and that's going to be our Witches' Coven castle. Emma can obviously also come because it's her home, but also because she is a powerful witch. She's beautiful, she's wry, she has this presence about her, she's kind, for sure, coming into the Witches' Coven. Missy is beautiful and stunning, but we are not letting her into the Witches' Coven. I'm so sorry. We're not going to hex her. She's been through enough in her life, but she was so boring this season. I was really looking forward to her being like the fun naked one. And instead, it was like trauma and a lot of crying and like not enough well roundedness of the person that she is. So sorry, Missy, but maybe next time. Kimmy, for sure. Kimmy's in charge of the broom closet. She is going to give all the brooms to each person. I just have this image in my head of Kimmy like being excellent at riding around in the sky on brooms. She's such a character. She's clearly a witch. Kimmy's definitely coming into the coven. Mark, I don't really know how I feel about Mark still. At first, it felt like he was playing a role rather than just being himself. But as the season went on, I realized that this actually just might be who he is. He definitely didn't deserve to catch strays from Margot in terms of like the microaggressions. I'm going to say yes to bringing Mark into the coven. And I also think that we should give him the responsibility of doing the interiors with a wand. Martha needs some training. I think she's giving fairy godmother right now. She's a bit more naive than we like to see in the witch's coven using the witch's powers. We're going to put her in our apprentice role and just see how she does, but I have high hopes for Martha. So yes, Martha, come on in. Margot's getting hexed. You cannot use microaggressions towards the only gay man in a show, especially if you've been in show business for as long as you have. Like, you should know better. She has rubbed everyone, including myself, the wrong way. I'm going to give her a mirror hex where she has to confront the perception that everyone else has of her because I feel like she's kind of delusional and doesn't see herself for who she is. Lottie's definitely invited into the Witches' Coven, and I also want her husband to come along. And I love how they're pushing against gender standards in a heteronormative relationship. They're going to be in charge of wardrobe. They kind of already have this like Tim Burton witchy thing going on. She's definitely going to be an asset to the coven. And then Micah. I feel like Micah's also an apprentice. I don't feel like she's fully stepped into her witchy abilities. I do like Micah, but I kind of want her to say the F word. I'm going to give her the role of the coven scribe. I think she's going to take notes and be really good at bookkeeping and keeping charts of recipes and potions and spells and all of that stuff. Dara was barely on the season, but she's going to get a hex just for fun because we don't treat our friends like that, okay? And that concludes who's in the Witches' Coven for Ladies of London. If you didn't watch this new reboot of Ladies of London, you're really missing out. It is so good. Hope they bring the cast back for another season.